Rick Wiles is a Christian-based conspiracy theorist and a racist and an all-around horrible person for the things that he has said and done over the last several decades. We've talked about him before, but not in a while. And he now has a program on something called True News, TRU News, which he created. He used to work for the Christian Broadcasting Network. He eventually went over to Trinity Broadcasting Network. These are all extremist far-right Christian media organizations. And as you can probably guess just from what I've told you so far, Rick Wiles is anti-gay, Rick Wiles is anti-immigrant, Rick Wiles is anti-Semitic. He's checking off all of the normal boxes that we would expect him to check, but he's now going after faux meat burgers. I guess veggie burgers, black bean burgers, mushroom burgers, lab-grown meat, impossible burgers. That's a new vegan burger that is around, which I've tried before. I guess all of these are part of the problem that is designed to steal people's souls by preventing them from being able to be born again. Take a look at how he said it. Don't take my word for it.
When you go to your favorite fast food restaurant, you're going to be eating a fake hamburger. You're going to go to the grocery store and buy a pound of fake hamburger or a fake steak, and you won't know that it was grown in some big corporation's laboratory. This is the nightmare world that they're taking us into. They're changing God's creation. Why? They want to change human DNA so that you can't be born again. That's where they're going with this, to change the DNA of humans so it will be impossible for a human to be born again. They want to create a race of soulless creatures on this planet.
I know I've said this before, but if fake burgers are so terrible, and if his God is so powerful, why didn't his God just prevent the creation of vegan burgers, right? Like, if this is such an evil that needs to be rooted out, why would his all-powerful and all-knowing God allow the creation of vegan burgers? And this entire critique about vegan burgers destroying people's souls and all of it, this is the wrong critique of vegan burgers. The right critique of some of these burgers is that they're mostly not very good. I've had some pretty good non-meat burgers, like at some restaurants that make them in-house, but every prepackaged veggie burger I've tried has been mediocre. Even that Impossible Burger that people are up in arms about, saying it's so great, recently tried it. It looks like and has the consistency of raw meat even after you've grilled it. It's just not that good. That's the tragedy. Not that it's going to destroy your soul as a massive plot to prevent you from becoming born again. And by the way, if you want to destroy people's souls to prevent them from becoming born again Christians through getting them to eat veggie burgers, you're failing, because most people I know don't like veggie burgers. The veggie burgers are going to have to get way better if you want more than a tiny fraction of the population to start regularly eating them in order to self-destroy their own souls. But seriously, does this guy believe what he's saying, or is it all shtick? Maybe to sell stuff, or I don't even know if he sells stuff, maybe just to make money and get donations. I went to the True News website. It's completely whacked out with conspiracy theories, but you can donate. They will accept shares of stock. You can donate cryptocurrency. You can leave money to them in your will. Can you imagine? They will also accept precious metals from you. It's really a scene that they're going there. And then, by the way, and this is where it all comes full circle, where you can take action. You can submit prayer requests, no matter how big or small the request they say. You can submit prayer requests on their website. Please go to truenews.com/prayer. That's trunews.com/prayer. Submit prayer requests that are related to the David Pakman Show. They can be inside jokes. Anything goes. If any of these get aired or answered by Rick Wiles, we will absolutely play them on the show. If we hear about it, which you might have to tell us, since I certainly don't watch this garbage, but truenews.com/prayer. Let's see if we can get some progressive or David Pakman Show inside jokes mentioned there.